Now that you have your bright, shiny new e-card, you're going to want to share that with people. Imagine you're out and about meeting new folks and you want to send them your card. Now I'm going to demonstrate on the iPhone, but many of these functions are available on your Android device as well. I'm in Safari on my iPhone, and down at the bottom in the center is a share icon. So I'm going to tap that. You have several options. Tap Message, for example. It brings along the URL of your business card. You can see that below in the message. While you're talking to Betty Lou, you say, "Hey, Betty Lou, what's your phone number?" And she gives you a phone number. So you start typing that in, but you would send her your business card that way. So I'm going to cancel that. I think you get that idea. You could also tap on the share icon and send it to Messenger, right? You know people on Facebook. Maybe you know Betty Lou on Facebook. Of course, that would bring up Messenger with your business card, so you could write a message and then find the person that you know and send it to her that way. Of course, the other option would be to just use something like Messenger from the home screen. I have created some shortcuts, and I'm going to show you how to do that in just a minute. In the new message field within Messenger, you can, of course, ask Betty Lou for her phone number, and she would give that to you. One of the things that I have done on my phone is set up a text expansion. So if I type in my ecard, it will replace that text with a message and the URL to my ecard. How do I set that up? If you go into your settings on your iPhone and scroll on down to General, and then scroll down again to Keyboard, on the second line down, you see text replacement. So you can go in the upper right corner, there's a plus, tap that. So you can type your phrase. Here is blah, blah, blah. Might be ecard, right? The shortcut is what you're going to type on the keyboard, where I typed my ecard. You're going to type something else to save that text. And that shortcut needs to be unique, something that you're not normally going to type on your phone. You might want to call it my X card or whatever. But it has to be unique and you have to be able to remember it. That's all. In Safari, another thing you can do with the share icon is to tap Add to Home Screen, which is here in the lower section. When you do that, it asks if you want to save that link on your iPhone desktop. Now you can see that I have a new icon on my desktop that I can tap, which will automatically open Safari straight to my business card. You always want to have that handy, so why not have it on your home page? Another trick for doing that was that I went to the App Store and I downloaded this application called Full Screen Browser. I use it for absolutely nothing else than having my business card. So it's like a unique application for my business card. It's just like creating a home icon, but I think it looks a little bit better because it takes up more of the full screen. You don't see the toolbars up at the top and on the bottom. You can still get to the share, however. You see the 3 little dots in the lower right corner? If I tap that, it will bring up a list of things that I can do inside this browser, and I can tap share and get a similar menu to what we did before. So if I tap message here, it's going to do exactly the same thing as we were doing before. It's going to bring up a message. Betty Lou can give me her phone number, and I can send her that e-card. I would suggest that maybe you delete all this text and type in your shortcut for your business card. Another thing that you can do that is way different than most people are doing is to use your Facebook Messenger code as part of your image in your e-card. That way, when you're meeting with somebody, you could ask them to open their Messenger and scan that, and they would have direct access to your card. How do you make that happen? First, if you open Messenger and tap on your image in the upper left-hand corner, and yes, this is my cat's Facebook account, but if you tap on your own message scan code, then it will bring up this dialog. You could save that as an image to your phone, But you can also scan other people's codes. So you would instruct Betty Lou to get to this location on her Messenger app, and you would have her tap scan code. It brings up the smartphone's camera, and then you would show her your image. And after it scans the code, you will be brought straight to Messenger, as you see here on the right-hand side, where Betty Lou can now interact with you. She has you in her Messenger. At that point, you would probably send her the link to your ecard. With those tips, I think you'll find it very easy to get out and share your business card. Practice a couple of times before you go, so you make sure that you know how to do it very easily, so you look like a real pro while you're out sharing your business.